Bookworm family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because for the summer, it's going to be kind of all over the place when I'm posting videos. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It is at _dancing_bookworm. I post on there full book reviews and bookish content. So it is the last week of June. It is Monday. I am about to go babysit my nieces and nephew for the evening because kind of just picked up some extra hours watching them, just because not next week but the week after I'm going to Maryland. So I am going to Maryland with my dance studio, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, to go to their nationals. So they'll be competing against multiple different cities and states and all that stuff at nationals in Maryland, which is very exciting. So I'm doing a little bit of extra odd jobs here and there, trying to kind of make some money for that. I didn't film anything last week because I just wanted a week off after my recital, but I am in the process right now of uploading a 2-week-long vlog that covers my recitals, my picture day, some fun book things that I did, and yeah, I'm trying to upload that, but it's taking forever. I've been trying to upload it since like midnight last night, and it is now 4 o'clock in the afternoon today, so it's not really uploading very well. So I'm working on that. And yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna kind of film my week, but I don't have much going on. Well, I do, but I don't. So like today I'm babysitting and Thursday I'm babysitting, or today and Wednesday I'm babysitting. Tuesday and Thursday I have camps at the studio. So tomorrow I have pirate camp and Thursday I have tumbling camp. And then Thursday night I'm hosting an open house at the studio because my boss is out of town. So I'm kind of getting a couple things done for that. And yeah, that's pretty much what my week consists of. Friday, do I have anything going on Friday? Oh yes, I have to go watch my boss's cats. I'm going to watch my boss's cats. But yeah, for the most part, I just kind of have like a easy week. Like even work is just kind of fun stuff. So nothing too exciting. My reading for June has suffered immensely, guys. It's been horrible. But I am going to try to get one more book in. So I am going to try to read Bleeding Earth by Caitlin Ward for the end of June. I didn't ever finish Jagged Little Pill, if you guys were following my vlogs. I did not ever finish that. I think I'm just going to DNF it. I wasn't really into it. But this has been on multiple TBRs, and I said if I don't read it this time, I'm going to unhaul it. And I don't want to unhaul it because it sounds really good. So I have like a few days left of June. I'm going to try to read this one. I'm going to bring it with me babysitting tonight, and hopefully I will get it read and not have to unhaul it. But yeah, I've only read like 6 books this month, 6 or 7. Maybe I've actually read 8 because I read all 3 of the Umbrella Academy comic books. So, but yeah, I am going to go babysit. I'm going to bring this with me. Oh, just a quick summary. This is about a girl who is in like an apocalypse where like the earth starts bleeding, and she is on the hunt to go find her girlfriend and try to protect them from what's happening in the world. So yeah, so I'm gonna go babysit, bringing this with me. Once the kids go to sleep, I'm gonna try to read a little bit and hope for the best. Hello. So it is 10:45 at night. I got home from babysitting. Didn't record anything while I was babysitting because Jacob was kind of in a mood and it was bedtime. And then Ava and I just watched The Greatest Showman, which is really nice to just be able to sit with Ava and watch a movie. Like, that's not a cartoon. So that was really nice. Actually, I gotta show you guys. It was the cutest little thing. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Yes. Okay, so she came downstairs, and her birthday was last week. She came downstairs with this, and she was like, I bought this for you with my birthday money. It's a Smushmallow. I've never had a Smushmallow before, and it's a little cat, a yellow cat. She goes, because cats are your favorite animal, and yellow's your favorite color. And I was like, oh, you are so sweet. So that was wicked sweet. So her and I just watched, it is not your toy, Chandler Bing. It is my toy. So her and I watched The Greatest Showman. I was going to come home and clean, but I just don't feel like it. And I realized I have like all next week to clean before my trip. I like keep thinking my trip is next week, but it's not. I still have one more week. So it's like, I'm just going to do a really good clean next week. So I'm going to read for a little bit. I'm going to read at least a few chapters of Bleeding Earth, but I do want to eat something because I didn't really have a big dinner tonight. So I'm going to read a couple chapters, then eat and watch some TV, and then maybe read some more or just save reading for tomorrow. But yeah, pretty simple day. Hello. So it's Tuesday night. I had a really fun time with the pirate camp today. The kids were wicked cute. Here's a picture of Jacob for you being a pirate. Okay, in fairness though, he refused to be a pirate and he wanted to be a shark the entire camp. So everything we did, he would like lay on his belly, like here, and swim like a shark, and never once attempted to be a pirate. So, you know, fun stuff. But I am just vegging in bed. I came home from camp and just chilled, and I actually took a nap because I was pretty tired. And I am going to read some more of Bleeding Earth. I only got like 20 pages in the other night, but really like it so far, so I'm going to read it until I fall asleep. So kind of an easy night. The tween said she wanted to ride her scooter. The only way this could happen was if I did this. It's Ava's scooter. Are you enjoying our journey? Say hello.
Hello.
Who's riding a scooter? Who's in a wagon? Yeah. Hello. So it's about 11:30 and it's Wednesday? I don't even know what day it was. It's Wednesday. I am going to read some of Bleeding Earth before I go to bed, but I do have an early morning because I have tumbling camp at 10 a.m., which means I have to get there at 8 to get everything set up. So I do have an early morning, and I am at the studio from 8 to 8 tomorrow. So long day, but then I'm on like a legit vacation because I don't have to do anything until July 6th. So yeah, I get like 5 days off, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'll probably end up working some of that, but I mean, 5 days off is 5 days off. I'm not complaining. So yeah, so I do really like Bleeding Earth so far. I'm like 50 pages in. The only thing I don't like so far is, and I've talked about this if you guys watched my last vlog where I read Pet, I hate when books harp on an issue that's not related to the book just to be more relatable. I just don't like it. Like, I love repping books 100%. If I read a book that has a lesbian main character, a non-binary main character, a trans main character, I get very excited. What I don't love is when you're in the middle of a freaking apocalypse and all you can think about is your girlfriend. Because I'm like, what straight book does that? You know, like, I mean, I'm sure there are straight books out there, but I wouldn't like those either. Like, if I'm in an apocalypse, I want to focus on the apocalypse. Like, so that's the only thing that's bothering me is she's like literally just like focusing on her girlfriend and her relationship, and the earth is literally bleeding and hair is appearing like from the ground. So I'm like, I think that maybe you need to check your priorities because I think maybe your relationship is not the top one. But yeah, it's a good read. I just don't like that one aspect, but I'm hoping that'll go away as like it's still like the beginning of the apocalypse, so she's kind of just like everything's gonna be fine. Psh. So I'm hoping it'll, as the apocalypse gets more hefty, her, you know, priorities even out a little bit. But yeah, that's the only thing that bothers me is when I'm reading a book where it's like this tragic thing is happening and they're like, oh, but I'm gay, huh, but I'm trans, huh? Because I always feel like it's like straight authors that do that. They're like, oh, you clearly can't function because you're in the LGBTQ plus community. I'm like, we would still be terrified of the apocalypse. Like, that doesn't, like, the rainbow flag does not protect us from the apocalypse fear. Like, so it is very, very weird to me that that is how some books are written. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I spent the evening with the nieces and nephew. They were very funny. I really enjoy spending time with them. Ava really wanted to go for a scooter ride, so you guys saw I had to pull Jacob and Riley in the wagon around their block, so my arms are dead, which is not great for tumbling camp tomorrow. Because I love them, but they're just like, they don't sit still in the wagon. They like jump back and forth between the seats and they like jump up and down, and I'm like, you're just making it so hard on me. And there's hills. So like pulling them up hills in this wagon, It's not gonna go well at tumbling camp tomorrow. My arms are very sore. But yeah, so I'm gonna read some Bleeding Earth and get ready for camp tomorrow. So I'll check in with you guys later. Hello. So it is Friday. I didn't film yesterday because I filmed my other video of my July books and I was exhausted. I was at the studio for 11 and a half hours yesterday. So I am at my brother's house. I'm about to go swimming. It's a little cloudy out, so I hope that it doesn't rain or pour. I am listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, but the kids are about to come outside, so I will explain what that book's about a little bit later, because right now I just want to get into the pool. But yeah, I didn't film yesterday because I was just so busy at the studio, and by the time I got home, I only had the energy to film my July TBR. So, but today it's like 5:30-ish, and I was so hot in my apartment. It's like 96 degrees here right now, so I came here because I don't have air conditioning in my apartment. So I'm gonna swim for a little bit and yeah, and then probably read a lot tonight in front of the fan. I don't plan on cleaning for the next couple days until it cools down, so I'm just gonna be hanging out in front of the fans pretty much. I feel like even though it's really hot, it's gonna be really cold, so I'm just gonna jump in and hope for the best. So it's about 6:30 going on 7 o'clock. I'm sitting out by my brother's tiki bar, which I showed you guys a video of. So he made this himself out of like a shed that was attached to the house, and there's like a changing room in it, and it's all tiki room themed because we're big Disney people, and there's lots of palm trees because palm trees are my mom's favorite. This has kind of become like our family logo because my dad loved golfing, so it's a golf club and a palm tree for my mom. So, and then like this is the table at the tiki room. It's like all the bottle caps and stuff. But I'm sitting here listening to Malibu Rising, just hanging out by the pool until it's time to go home because my sister-in-law's out, so I gotta wait until she comes back because my brother obviously can't leave the kids sleeping here by themselves. But yeah, I had a fun time in the pool with Jacob and Riley. Ava's at a sleepover, so I didn't get to hang out with her, but I love spending time with the two littles because they're so silly. And yeah, just had a relaxing day, which is honestly good after working 11 and a half hours yesterday. So yesterday I had tumbling camp, which Jacob and my little cousin went to, and I had 12 kids there, and they were all under the age of 7, so it was a long camp for 3 hours, but I had a lot of fun. The kids really enjoyed it, so I feel good about that. And then I had a free class where I had a few new students come sign up, so I felt really accomplished. I also cleaned our entire like studio back room because it was kind of messy, so I wanted to clean that before people came. I felt really good about how yesterday went because my boss is out of town on vacation, and for me to like kind of like hold down the fort and get like new students and stuff without her around just made me feel really good about myself, like I was doing something right. So that was kind of exciting. But yeah, so just hanging out by the pool, listening to Malibu Rising. So Malibu Rising's about 4 siblings who all kind of are going through like their own hard time, and they're Like they all have their own secrets, and they throw this epic party every year, and at the end of the epic party, their house burns down. So it's kind of about what happened. It takes place in 1983, so I'm using it for my reading rivalry. If you guys don't know what reading rivalry is, it's a Facebook group where you like compete against other players to read the most books in a month, that all have to do with the prompts, and one of the prompts this month was 80s. So I am listening to that because it obviously took place in the 80s, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only like 10% in, so it's not very far, but I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, so pretty excited to read that. But just kind of like having a peaceful evening. Like I'm not working, I'm just relaxing. It's 4th of July weekend. I'm just kind of relaxing and hanging, enjoying the weekend. Sorry, I wanted to get up on the bar stool, and yeah, just spending some me time. I'm gonna go home to Chandler. It's finally cooled down, so I'm excited to be able to open my windows. But yeah, I think tomorrow's supposed to be pretty hot too, and then the next day is supposed to be pretty cool, so I'm gonna like spend all of July 3rd cleaning, because I want the whole thing cleaned before I go on vacation, because it'll be 1 week until I'm in Maryland. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be in Maryland to see my kids perform and get some beach time. So okay guys, so it's like 10:30, 11ish at night. I haven't looked at a clock in a while because I've been planning out my schedule and trip for Maryland, just kind of writing out my budget and when I have to be at the competition and when I get some downtime. But I am not feeling well at all. I accidentally drank so much pool water. The kids love when I swim with them, but they love to like jump on me, and half the time my mouth will like slip underwater and come back up. So, you know, try to avoid doing that. But I am so nauseous right now that I'm just gonna lay down. I've listened to about 3 hours of Malibu Rising, and I still have 3 hours left for the speed that I'm going on with it. I don't have it all the way up to double speed just because it is, you know, it does, like Taylor Jenkins Reid books always does, it like flashes back and forth between time periods. So I've just kind of got it on like a 1.8 or something like that, just so I can focus a little bit better. But I think I'm just gonna veg for a little bit, maybe turn on the TV and sit in front of the fan, because I'm just not feeling good from drinking so much pool water, which was a poor choice. But I do love to play with them in the pool. They are a lot of fun, but they do love to jump on me. So but yeah, I'm gonna lay down and just get some rest. Hello. So it's like 11 o'clock at night. I felt pretty awful until about 7 tonight. Then I was finally able to eat something again. So I pretty much just relaxed all day. Chandler was super cuddly, but it was also really hot, so I didn't super want to cuddle, but I can't resist kitty cuddles. He's so cute. But yeah, I did not feel good for most of today, but I woke up, or I like got up and started feeling better around 7:30, because I was pretty much just laying in bed watching YouTube videos until I felt better. And then I was finally able to eat something, so that's exciting. And I've been spending the last few hours just working on the DVD from our recital, because I want to have that done before our summer classes start. And with nationals being next week, I got to get that done this week. So, but yeah, I did just finish listening to Malibu Rising. I was listening to that while I was laying in bed today, on audiobook. It was like a 7-hour audiobook, but I only had 3 hours left of it today, so that was kind of nice. I really liked it. I think it's gonna be a 4-star. It wasn't my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book. I don't know. It's like a 4 or 5 star. It's like a 4.5, I guess. I don't know. I really love Taylor Jenkins Reid books, but this one wasn't my favorite of hers, but I still feel like it might be a 5-star. Gotta kind of like analyze for a few, kind of like think it through. So it's kind of about 4 siblings who all had secrets, and they're all the children of a famous rock star, and he is not in their lives, and their mother died young, so it was kind of just the 4 of them relying on each other, and they all have their secrets, and they throw this annual party, and it's the night of the party, and a bunch of crazy things happen during the party. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite of her books. I think my favorite is still Evelyn Hugo, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then Daisy Jones and the Six, and then this one. I know she has some other ones, but this is the first this is the next one that I've read, so we'll analyze the rest. But those are the 3 that I've read of hers so far. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love listening to her audiobooks. The only thing that I didn't love about this one was it wasn't as, like, acted as the other audiobooks. Like, I feel like Daisy Jones and the Six, like, I felt like I was listening to a radio broadcast. And then for, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, it was like a nice back and forth between the 2 characters. And this did go back in time. Like, this went from the main time period, which was the 1980s, to the time period when their mother was, like, kind of about their mother, which was like the 50s, 60s. So yeah, it was a really good read. I highly recommend her books for people who don't super love adult books, like people who prefer more of a YA middle grade, because I feel like it's like right on the cusp of like being YA but mature enough for adults. So like I wouldn't give it to a 15-16-year-old, but I would definitely. What do you think you're doing? My cat is deciding that climbing upon the stove is a good choice for him, which it's not. But yeah, it's like I wouldn't give it to like a 15-16-year-old, but it's definitely. And it's not like quite new adult, because it's a little, like, they're a little bit older than the new adult age level. But, like, for people in their 30s, it's a really good read. Plus, there's a lot of, like, diversity in her books. So even if you're not, like, it's not, like, straight romance the whole time. Like, there's a variety of characters with variety of lifestyles. So, what do you think you're doing? My cat's making choices, so I'm going to end this here. But yeah, I did really enjoy Malibu Rising. But yeah, I'm going to go do the book journal for it and kind of just keep chilling because I don't want to start feeling sick again, because we're actually having a surprise party for my boss tomorrow for her birthday. So I don't want to start feeling sick and not be able to go to that. So I am going to just chill. Chill with Chandler Bing. And tomorrow I have that surprise party, and tomorrow's gotta be my big cleaning day because it'll be 1 week until I leave. I'm gonna be so sad to leave Bing for 5 days, but I am pretty excited to go. So hello. So it is 9 a.m. If you know me, you know I am not a morning person, so that is how much I love my boss, is that I am up early for her. I am going to her sister's, like, throwing her like a little surprise birthday party at a vegan cafe, because my boss is a vegetarian, and I've eaten there before. I've had like their tofu wings and they're pretty good. But I am just getting over being nauseous yesterday, so I don't know if I'm going to eat anything, but I'm going. It is a surprise, so that's exciting. So I'm going to go to my other friend's house and then ride over with her, because I don't like walking into things by myself. But yeah, I'm going to go do that, and then I'm probably going to come home and sleep again because I didn't go to bed until like 5 in the morning, and now I'm awake and it's 9 and I want to go back to bed. So I will probably go back to sleep, and then I have to clean today. I did start listening to Reflections by Nora Roberts last night. It is not really my cup of tea, but it fits one of the prompts that I needed to do for my reading rivalry group, which is to read a book with a reflection on the cover. And it is about a dance instructor, which is why I picked it. But it's like a straight romance. So it's about a dance instructor who meets a young girl, and the young girl's kind of like a dance protege, and she wants to like advance her future, but the uncle disagrees with what the dance instructor wants, but the dance instructor and the uncle start having feelings for each other. So I'm interested in it. I don't super love books about dancers and dance teachers because I find a lot of people who don't actually come from the dance world that write about the dance world don't fully know what they're talking about all the time. Like, I've never actually met a dance instructor, and this could just be because I am like East Coast and pretty much stay on the East Coast with my training and stuff like that, but I have never met a dance instructor that called point shoes toe shoes. I really don't like that. So it's just one of those things to me that I'm like, But there might be dance instructors out there that call them toe shoes, but I've never met one. We definitely call them point shoes. And, you know, we don't spin, we turn. So yeah, there's like a couple things in it so far that's like a pet peeve of mine because a dance instructor wouldn't actually say it. Also, like when you're talking about dance and you're like referring to things, like I feel like everybody's just like pirouette, fouette, arabesque are like the three go-to things that people know about dance. And I mean, you can put pirouettes, fouettes, and arabesques together in a combination, but it definitely depends on the age group. And I feel like she's like saying it for all of the dancers, and I'm like, preschoolers are not going to be able to do fouettes or pirouettes probably. You might get them to do an arabesque, but yeah, so I have issues with reading dance books because I'm just like, but I'm trying it out, and it's okay. It's okay. It's also one of Nora Roberts' early books, so I've already not like I've read the reviews and people are like, it's one of her early books. You can tell it's an early book. But it's my first Nora Roberts book, so. But yeah, I'm going to go to this party and come back. I will take a nap and clean, and probably while I'm cleaning, finish up listening to Reflections. So I will chat with you guys later. Hello. So it is 8:30. I just got out of the shower. That's why my hair is all wet. I ended up just cleaning my apartment right when I got home, and it took me up until about an hour ago to get it as clean as I wanted it before I leave on vacation. So yeah, so it's not like I don't normally take that long to clean, but I wanted like things like spick and span because my brother is going to be coming in and out to take care of Chandler while I'm gone. So and I just wanted things picked up, tidied, so I could come home to a nice clean apartment. So I just have to tidy up probably one more time before I go. So it's cool. But yeah, while I did that, I listened to Reflections by Nora Roberts. I have about, I want to say like an hour left of it. I don't like it. I didn't expect to. First of all, it's straight romance, which is not for me. But also it is just, the dance elements to it are just not right. If you guys have I'm sure everybody's heard of the Nutcracker, but if you know the Nutcracker, the main character in the Nutcracker is Clara, and they called her Carla, and it bothered me so much. So yeah, I'm just not a fan. I don't know if that was the writing or the reader, like maybe the reader called her Carla by accident, but yeah, it's definitely Clara, so that bothered me. There's also like combinations in it that I'm like, that wouldn't be physically possible. Like they're like glissade, 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 arabesque on point, and like it's not impossible, but it's just not like a combination you would do. Like a glissade is just like it's like a little baby leap to the side, so you wouldn't really have to like baby leap to get into an arabesque, so it doesn't really make for a good combo. Like usually use like glissade to get into a leap. So yeah, I'm just not a fan. I'm like really nitpicking the dance elements, which I always do. This is why I don't read books about dancers or dance teachers. But yeah, I'm really nitpicking it, but I also just don't like the romance or the characters. Like I don't feel connected to them in any way. They're just really boring and bland, and their plot is developing faster than they're developing. So it's just not for me, but I have an hour left, so I'm going to power through it. Sorry about the sound in the background, by the way. It's my dishwasher. It was either you guys could hear my dishwasher or my like 6 fans that are going right now, because again, it's hot in New York and I don't have air conditioning. So, but yeah, I did end up ordering myself Applebee's, which I wasn't going to because I'm trying to save all my money for Maryland. But I cleaned for so long, and I did go out to brunch this afternoon, but my boss's sister ended up paying for everyone, which was super nice, so I didn't have to spend any money. I didn't know how I'd feel about it. It was a vegan cafe, and I used to be a vegetarian, so I don't like super mind vegan food, but I just was like, oh, I don't know what to get. Like, it's been so long since I've had like tofu or anything, and I'm allergic to mushrooms, so I always have to be very careful of what I get that's vegetarian. Like I usually don't get veggie burgers because they usually have like some form of mushroom or something in it. So yeah, so I ended up getting like a Thai tofu salad, and it was really good, but it was so spicy and I couldn't finish the whole thing. But yeah, she ended up buying that, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna treat myself tonight. I had this money that I was going to use for today that I didn't end up using, so I will treat myself tonight to some Applebee's. Just because I worked my little butt off to clean this apartment. But I'm going to finish listening to Reflections while I'm waiting for my food and work on my recital DVD a little bit. And then when this is over, I'm going to read a book that I actually like. So I am going to end this vlog tonight, not right now, but I am going to do like Sunday to Sunday vlogs for the summer because I don't have Tuesdays off over the summer. I have Sundays off, Saturday and Sundays. So for the remainder of summer, I'm going to be doing Sunday through Sunday vlogs, and that's also helpful because you guys should get a vlog from Maryland. I don't know how much I'm going to want to actually vlog because I'm going to be around people and I get embarrassed. But yeah, I will, I'm sure, record some of Maryland, but probably not a lot because I get really embarrassed. But I will definitely show you guys some videos of the beach and stuff, and if we do anything exciting, I'll insert them. But yeah, I'm going to go work on that DVD and finish listening to Reflections. Hello. So it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I just finished listening to Reflections by Nora Roberts. It's a big thumbs down for me. Definitely a 1-star. Not, oh hi Chandler Bing. Say hi. Hello. Definitely not something that I enjoyed. Not only was I not a fan of the ballet references being incorrect most of the time, but also I didn't like the romance, and the male character was like borderline abusive and just not something I was interested in. I believe the book was written in the 80s, but still modern enough where that kind of relationship, hi Bing, where that kind of relationship was definitely frowned upon at the least. Like, yeah, he was definitely borderline abusive. He would not let her follow her dreams. He was very against everything. He didn't believe a word she said. He was just very manipulative. It was very, very toxic relationship. I did not like reading about it at all, but I am done with it, so that is good. I do not have to read it again. And yeah, I'm going to sign off this vlog here, I think, because I'm going to do, like I said, Sunday to Sunday vlogs for the summer. But yeah, I'm going to sign off here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.